Hey everybody, Chris Matan here, Real Estate Machine Show, Mars Machine and Tool, right up there. CNC Job Shop. You know what is there's a lot. There's a ton that can go wrong inside of a machine shop. There are always problems. There's always issues. A machine breaks down, a tool breaks, a customer screaming, a vendor screws up, we screw up, we scrap apart, the weather, the roof leaks, I mean, there's just like one thing after another that can always derail you. And that's why I really find it so unbelievably valuable and important to kind of keep things in perspective, have some patience, and try the best that you can to look at the positive of anything that kind of comes your way, right? I've had a hard time here in 15 years. Over all those years, I've had a lot of heartache. I've had a lot of problems. I've had a lot of issues. I've had some good times, but I've made it my own. I've made it the way the way that fits with me, and I've brought people in here and hired to that character as opposed to um a resume, right? I think it's important, character is important, skill level is very important. Listen, I'm very blessed to have, the guys that I do have, and I do anything and everything that I can to keep them, happy and engaged and satisfied, and keep everybody with a partner mentality here. And these are rock solid people that are over here, and it comes through in the atmosphere of the place, of the shop, of the building. It comes through with the quality, the result of the parts that they make. Um, Customers come and visit, vendors come and visit. We're kind of an open book over here. A customer can walk in and talk to one of our machinists who's running our part, or an engineer, or somebody in quality can just come in, talk to the guy who's running the job, and collaborate together. My guys are that level that can have those conversations, and then they appreciate what the shop is all about, what it does for them, what they do for us. And really, it just makes for a wonderful environment. And when you work in a wonderful environment, the stress levels naturally come down. And when that happens, when something goes wrong, but the stress levels are down, you can kind of react appropriately and kind of just kind of roll with it. Like, oh, the machine's down. What are we going to do? Fuck, we got to call the repair guy, or we got to do this, or we got to get inside there. We got to remove this. We got to, whatever. There's always something to do. But, when you're in a good state of mind to begin with, and those things happen, like I said, your reaction, um, uh, uh, is such that it's according to your mindset, I suppose. So anyway, I just think that that's an important thing, because I walk into some shops and I talk to some owners and some plant managers and whatnot, and they just pull their hair out. The whole world is on fire every minute of the day, and everything is urgent and everything is a rush. And when that happens, that's when mistakes happen. It really, truly is. And the point of the matter is that if there's a problem at 3 o'clock, it's still going to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 7 o'clock in the morning, or something like that. So sometimes you just have to take a beat and you have to relax. And sometimes problems take care of themselves. I've been saying that for years. Sometimes you just keep your mouth shut. Somebody brings you a problem, you keep your mouth shut, and all of a sudden, an hour later, it's fixed. And that's what problem solvers do. They kind of identify a problem, maybe bitch about it for a minute, then look for a solution, and 9 times out of 10 they find the solution, and the problem isn't as bad as they initially thought. So that's where a little bit of patience comes in. I've been preaching that for a long time. That should be taken to heart at the machinist level, and also from the plant managers all the way up to ownership. Everybody should have a little patience, should have a little grace, and kind of have a positive outlook, and things will kind of fall into place for you a little bit more than if everything's on fire and everything's a rush constantly. So take that for what it's worth. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon on the Real Estate Machine Show.